What's up, guys? So I was thinking, regularly I do market updates. Sometimes I share them, most times I keep them to myself so that way I understand what's actually happening in our backyard, Houston only. National news, that's great. Local market, that's what's important. And I thought to myself, I already know. Most of the time when I post that stuff, it's just information. No one's really tangibly taking that. However, what I think is that in the same way that I have market updates, I believe that personally you should have milestone updates, especially if buying a home or investing in real estate is on your radar. And here's why I say that. The reason is because there are three things that keep people from buying a home. Either their credit isn't what it needs to be, their income isn't what it needs to be, or their savings isn't what it needs to be. It's just a math problem. I stress that so much. So here are three things that you can do to prepare for a home. Number one, save $1,000. We want to get wins early, okay? And so if you already have $1,000, amen. But if you don't and you're saving, I want you to really focus on that. I want you to get super serious about getting your savings account to $1,000. And here's why. Chances are, if an emergency pops up, you'll be able to take care of it. That's peace of mind. And oh, by the way, you're not charging debt. And so getting to $1,000, while it may be simple, don't dismiss it. It's very important. Number two, get that credit score up. Where the middle score should be a 620. Now, here's the thing. You're not going to know what your middle score is if you're not monitoring all of your scores. So I recommend having a credit monitoring service. So that way you can always see your wins, your milestones again, and your credit improving. You should be able to see what your Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion score is. Now, here's what you should know, because I have Credit Karma and I also have a website. It's called Credit Check Total, and that's what I use to monitor my FICO score. My Credit Karma score, that's great. It's always going to kind of give me like here's where you kind of are, yet I guarantee you, if you take that Credit Karma score to a lender, whether for a house or an auto, them two scores not going to look alike, right? So you want to monitor your credit and you want to get your credit above a 620. And then number three, your savings. Here's the thing. I don't care how many reels or TikToks you see about buying a house with no money. Scratch that from your thinking, because number one, it's not really common, and there are always going to be caveats to it. Yet more importantly, it's risky. And this is just me and my personal belief. You ain't got to subscribe to it, yet if you're watching this video, it must mean that you follow me for a reason, and I believe it's because I want to tell you guys the truth always. When you go into any type of purchase without money, you are susceptible to a few things: higher interest rates, more predatory terms, or the potential of being upside down in your investment. And so it's important for you to build your savings. Now, here's the thing. It's better for you to have more money than not enough. And the good rule of thumb that I say, again, you got the $1,000. Now I want you to save up $10,000. You can do it. You just have to say that you can do it. And once you hit that milestone, the real number that I want you to save for is 7 to 8% of whatever the sales price that you're looking at. So if you're looking at a $300,000 home, then I recommend that you save $24,000. That's going to include your down payment and your closing cost assistance, because remember, there's both. Now, here's the great news. We get in a relationship, we go into business together, we find a house that you love, we're able to negotiate that closing costs, or negotiate down the price, or negotiate your concessions. And if you don't have to use the rest of that money, are you going to be upset because you have money left over in the bank? Absolutely not. However, if I tell you guys a story about how you can buy a house with $2, and then you step into the market and all of a sudden you want to wonder why your offers aren't getting accepted, then you're going to sit up here and say, Chase told me. Chase did not tell you that. Chase said, save $1,000. Get your credit score above a 620. then save $3,000. Not 3,000. I'm talking about number three. Then save $10,000. Then just keep going. In the process, you're building habits, and like I said, you're accomplishing milestones. Everybody feels good about that. So this summer, like let's get really serious. I know that people like to say things like, "Oh, Starbucks ain't keeping you from being rich." Mm, if you were to take that Starbucks money and invest it and recognize that real estate can net you at times 10 to 20% on your investment, you might rethink that, especially if it's something that you're doing every day. And maybe it's not Starbucks. Maybe it's happy hour. Maybe it's brunch. Maybe it's traveling. All I'm asking you to do is focus on one thing, take a gazelle intensity, get really serious about it, and accomplish what you want to do. Because here's the reality. If you are like me and you live in Houston, Texas, then you see that the prices are going up. It's not a rush tactic. I have my home. And I'm not saying that to be no kind of way. I'm just saying that I'm not saying it to scare you. I'm saying that it is what it is, what it is. And if you think that the market's going to go backwards, then you should be cautious of yourself. And if you're waiting for rates to low, then you should be cautious because that means it's going to be more buyers in the market anyway. We're going to be back to where we were in 2020 when people were paying over asking. So long short, I love you guys. I really do. And I really want you guys to be able to reach your goals, right? And so if it's not apply, let it fly. Yet, if you're serious about doing something different, then let's talk. Click the link in my bio. Shoot me a DM. I will respond. And let's get you home. Yeah? All right.